between mid and top lane. So Huni goes with an all-purpose pick, Gnar, something that has been rising in priority. Gnar is very good at being flexible as far as lane phase. You can play up and aggressively, or you can try and sit back in mini form, throw the boomerangs for CS. So it does give them a few more options and opens them up even if there are a lot of flexes here from RNG.
But now that we have a look at both of these compositions, on Clutch Gaming side, it is very much about kind of that level and 2-item power spike. Things like the level 9 from the Syndra, like the first 2 completed items for the Lucian, first completed item for Nocturne, that's their window of power. That's when they want to attack. Whereas RNG have excellent bridging tools in the Renekton and Lee Sin, and then amazing scaling options in Kayle and Xayah. If this game goes the distance, RNG's composition should just muscle out.
There is some really, really intense strategy that needs to be used by Clutch Gaming in this game. Because Kayle, if you group up as 5 and you Nocturne into that team that has Kayle,
a monster out of this Renekton as we get into game 2 of the group stage. RNG taking on Clutch. And I personally don't really know what to expect from this game. I loved watching Clutch. I thought that it was going to be harder for them in their play-ins best of 5, but they 3-0'd like it was nothing against Royal Youth. Can they now take that form into RNG is the question. And we'll be able to find Huni, a lot of damage, but in the meantime, in the mid lane, Damonte completely out of mana. Xiaohu trying to chase him down. He should be able to. The next slow will be available relatively soon. Both of them holding flashes as Damonte's moving towards Lyra. The flash comes in. Xiaohu gets the wall. Now Lyra's in there. The bear is going to proc. It's one more. No, it's not enough. First blood baited so beautifully from Damonte.
guess what time it is?
It's Tana time, Kobe!
Sun and Vulcan back off the wave, and they have subsequently lost quite a bit of CS.
Well, Cast is actually towards the top side of the map. Huni looking for that hyper proc, will get the extra movement speed, but the stun is going to land, and Casa immediately puts Huni in the ground. Teleport now is going to come through, and Damonte finds himself 1 versus 2. He thought his Gnar was going to survive. The scat of the week is pretty good as Lyra is eventually going to turn up, but there's the Ruthless Predator, and there's Longxing picking up another one on the top side for RNG.
Yeah, you cannot cancel teleports any longer, so Damonte trying to protect his top laner there.
Ports from RNG, so if they really want to force this, they can be there.
Yep, Xiaohu's is just about to come back up as Ming knows exactly what's happening here. There's the grand entrance, but Ming does proc his Aftershock and isn't going to get taken down too low. Great double stun with that scat of the week as Cody-san as well. With his culling into the backside of Uzi, takes him down to below half, and Clutch, they take
Go to that Nocturne. Oh!
There's the rocket grab as Vulcan in trouble. The blade caller, is it going to be enough? He's burning the last tick, and Ming picks up the kill onto Vulcan. The third for RNG, and Ming is able to slink away as, Cast is down there. Dominus has been popped though, as in goes the Paranoia. They're trying to take him down. It's one more auto. Make that 2 as Huni will get the Mega Gnar, doesn't even need it, and they get the dive on the top side of the map as Damonte lands himself a nice stun in mid lane.
But trading pressure across map. Now it is going to be plates for both sides, as I believe Huni will also push in that wave.
His mid laner did have priority, so they're going to easily be able to grab this as Longxing gets up towards a turret that has minions already attacking it.
And RNG, no strangers to giving up Rift Herald. RNG have the lowest Rift Herald control in all of the LPL. They've got just over 30% because of their focus on the bottom lane. Again, this is going according to their plan. Bottom lane dive, lining up right now. RNG, go for it!
In goes Casa, gets the mini stun into the wall, but Cody-san has to dash all the way out. Xiaohu moving on forward as Huni trying to dive in. The blade call will be available as there's the Divine Judgment. Uzi just uses it for protection, goes down to 200 health, but Clutch unable to capitalize on the struggling AD carry on RNG's side here after that exchange.
Uzi still held on to his flash, so he's really trying to bait Huni in to try to commit to that one, but they should be shoving it in and looking for their resets, while Clutch Gaming are just trying to stop the bleeding down here.
Yeah, with that teleport from Huni bottom lane, it allows Renekton to push in on the turret. Longxing getting multiple turret plates for himself during that disengage. And unless Clutch Gaming use that Rift Herald on the push, either bottom side or mid, they're not going to get the money back.
And I would love that ultimate, the fact that they are in their window of power. Clutch have this kind of 7-minute moment where they can want to strike at RNG.
All right, the moment is approaching, and so is Cloud Drake!
There's the rocket grab. Oh no! It is going to be the ultimate utilized, so the Blitzcrank stays alive for so incredibly long, and Huni couldn't even get the ult off. There's the kickback though, they're trading. It is going to be a lot of damage. Dustspring is going to finish it off there, but Lyra sacrifices his life. It's 1-for-1 when it comes to the junglers, but Huni was for free at the beginning.
Huni getting bursted down there. No Mega Gnar for Clutch Gaming. Really good focus by RNG to finish him off. Make sure he does that reliance to be able to get out next time. It looks like they're going to give up the dragon here for RNG and opt for some turret gold for Xiaohu instead. They really want to fund this Kale. Again, going for the Nashers into Rage Blade build, already level 11, is going to be a big threat for the team fights.
One of the key
4 more levels to go.
Their hands on a Syndra or even Xiaohu's famous Zoe is so devastating for them because they can use it to such effectiveness around Fog of War.
Excellent point, just shown by Damonte's movement. Him on Syndra, he couldn't move up past here, but here we go.
Yep, there's the paranoia as the rocket grab is going to come in. That's going to proc the aftershock, but it's not going to be enough. The shutdown comes in onto Ming, but now Uzi is kiting Huni around, dodges one of those boomerangs, and now Kasa, can he get into the backline? He dives on him with the safeguard. There's the kickback onto Cody-san, slowed down and destroyed by Longxing, as the Crocodile is still going to survive, but it's still a 4v4. Damonte gets the scat of the week, but it looks like Clutch have made it out.
All right, is that going to be a big turn here? Because they got...
Cloud Drake going to be taken, but if this is traded for a Baron, definitely worth it here for Clutch.
Again, Huni's going to run out of Mega Gnar right now, and after you run out of Mega Gnar, you're starved for Rage. You can't generate any more for a while. That's going to give RNG the Drake as well as the positioning on mid lane. They don't have to go to the Baron. They're going to try and force on the tower and dare Clutch to start it.
Well, looks like they have. As you can see, the Baron has been started. The rest of RNG are going to move on over. It's very dark in that pick, but it is going to be a 50-50. Can Kasa get on in there is going to be the question, as now the rest of RNG in position. The turn, there's the quickness. The burn, is it going to be enough? Yes, onto the Blitzcrank, but can they find the team fight? Lyra gets in, gets out again. The flash now from Huni, but doesn't get the stun onto Longxing, and now Xiaohu, a gigantic beast, has found himself 2 stragglers, and the divine judgment onto Longxing means it's an immortal Crocodile for RNG. The team fight looks beautiful so far, and Clutch are just running for the hills. The Q, the Sonic Wave is enough to take down the Nocturne. Now RNG could have their try at the Baron.
It looked like a brief moment of hope for Clutch Gaming, but RNG got in the middle of that team fight and ripped Clutch from the inside out right there, and everyone was left running for the hills. It's now RNG on the Baron.
Here we go. Clutch Gaming coming around to answer. They don't have a smite. Their only hope is maybe Damonte stealing it over the wall with a Syndra burst.
Yeah, certainly does have a fair bit of damage as Longxing gets over the wall. 3 members of Clutch there to greet him as Kasa locks down the Baron. Can they find a team fight? Looks like no, as Clutch keep 3 alive.
Around a Gnar as kind of a staple champion in the LPL is exceptional today.
Oh, the rocket grab's gonna land this time, and Uzi picks up the kill into Cody-san. There's only so many times you can relentless pursue out of the way of that rocket grab before it's gonna finally hit you. And of course, Ming has thrown out so many this game.
And with the Baron buff, RNG will take mid. They will take mid inhibitor. They also have bottom lane minions moving up. They are going to destroy so much of the Clutch Gaming defenses in one fell swoop.
Yep, feeling like cooking show League of Legends here. The minion wave I prepared earlier moves towards this next inhibitor turret. They'll take down 2 inhibs already, and still 2 minutes left on that Baron buff. This is a huge power play as in goes Kasa, but he gets knocked up. Divine Judgment has to be invested, but it does keep the Lee Sin alive and gets RNG out of there with the prizes they were looking for.
All about Huni. Can you get that 5-man Mega Gnar? Can you just immediately burst someone with the Nocturne and the Syndra on his CC and playing around this Rage bar? So there's Mega Gnar again. Can they find the fight they're looking for?
Yeah, look at the countdown on that Rage bar. Clutch, this is the time that they have for trying to engage a fight. They really can't do it without Huni and his CC available, and it looks like it's worn off. They're just going to dive on underneath. They know exactly what the thing is here as Ming throws out his ultimate Divine Judgment on him this time, as well as Damonte delivered to RNG with a bow on top. Down to the GA as well is Lyra, as the rest of the Clutch Gaming squad are running towards the fountain. I don't even know whether they're safe there as the minions, there are so many of them knocking down these Nexus turrets. RNG making a statement in their debut game at Worlds 2019 will destroy the Nexus and join SKT as 1-0 in this group.